Welcome to the channel. Before we dive in, take a second. Look around you. Every legend, every superstar you've ever admired, they all started somewhere. A stage, a spotlight, a dream that was too loud to keep quiet. And today we're stepping right into the earliest pages of a story that changed the world. The story of a little boy from Gary, Indiana, who dared to believe he could be more. Micheal Joseph Jackson. Before the moonwalk, before Thriller, before stadiums and silver gloves and the king of pop crown, there was a kid who stepped on a stage with nothing but a voice that felt like destiny itself. And tonight, you're not just watching a video. You're traveling back to a moment in history where greatness was still wrapped inside a tiny frame with big brown eyes and a gift too powerful to ignore. Imagine the sound of kids laughing backstage at a local talent show. Imagine a young boy, the smallest one there, gripping a microphone almost twice the size of his hand. He's nervous, but not really. Because even at that age, Micheal didn't just want to sing. He needed to. His dreams were already bigger than the school hall he stood in. Bigger than the audience that didn't yet know they were staring at a future icon. Micheal's childhood wasn't filled with fame at first. It was filled with practice. Hours of rehearsing harmonies with his brothers, trying to match dance steps, competing for a moment to shine. And when he finally did, when little Micheal took that center spot, everything changed. Let's slow down and step right into 1963. Talent shows in the Midwest weren't glamorous. Folding chairs, homemade banners, judges who probably wished they were home watching TV. But to the Jackson family, each one was a battlefield, a chance, a door to a life beyond the narrow streets of Gary. Joe Jackson, their father and manager, pushed them hard, not because he didn't love them, but because he believed one of them was born to break through. What he didn't yet know was that the one would be the youngest, the one with the voice that didn't quite make sense. Micheal wasn't just a cute kid who could sing. He had a soul in his voice that felt ancient, like he had already lived 1,000 lives. When he sang, adults stopped whispering. Other kids who came to compete stopped tapping their feet and stared. It was like he had a direct line to the heart of anyone who listened. Picture this: the lights dim. A hush falls over the crowd. The announcer calls, "Next up, the Jackson 5. The brothers walk on stage, the music starts, and then, boom, little Micheal bursts forward, dancing, spinning, belting notes that should have been impossible for a child. People clapped in shock before they even realized they were clapping. And from that moment, they didn't just win competitions, they owned them. One of the most famous, a talent show at the Apollo Theater in Harlem. The Apollo, home of legends, birthplace of careers. The Jackson 5 walked in as underdogs. They walked out as champions. Micheal didn't just perform, he commanded the room. He had that thing: charisma, fearlessness, the ability to make every person feel like he was singing just for them. But let's not pretend this journey was all glitter and applause. Behind the curtains, there was pressure, sacrifice, a childhood traded for perfection. While other kids played outside, Micheal rehearsed. While others slept late, Micheal trained his voice before sunrise. Every competition wasn't just a show, it was survival. A step closer to a future where music could save them from the steel mills and tiny homes. Where his voice could rewrite the destiny of his entire family. Micheal felt that weight. But instead of letting it crush him, he transformed it into power. Into movement, into sound that shook the air and demanded the world to pay attention. Imagine the fear, not of performing, but of failing the dream everyone was depending on. And yet, every time that boy opened his mouth to sing, the fear melted away. Because when Micheal Jackson performed, he wasn't a child anymore, he was a force. Audiences would watch this tiny figure take over the stage like he was born to be there. He wasn't mimicking anyone, he was creating something entirely new. His riffs, his emotional phrasing, his dance breaks, these weren't learned from textbooks. They were lightning, natural talent erupting in real time. Those early competitions taught Micheal his first great truth. The stage wasn't where he performed, The stage was where he belonged. There were nights when the Jacksons lost, nights when applause wasn't enough to drown out disappointment, nights when exhaustion made Michael's feet drag and his voice crack. But the magic, it never left him. Even the judges who didn't give high scores would whisper afterward, "That little one, he's going to be something huge." And the public felt it too. Fans started lining up after shows just to get a glimpse of the amazing kid who could sing like a grown man and dance like music was controlling his bones. People didn't even know his name yet. They called him the Little One, or the Star. He wasn't the king of pop yet, but the crown was already floating above him. As the Jackson 5 dominated talent show stages, something began to shift. They weren't just winning local competitions anymore, they were being invited to bigger ones, louder ones, where cameras flashed and record producers might be sitting in the audience. Michael, only a child, found himself carrying the fire that would ignite a global revolution in music. Close your eyes for a moment and picture him there. Tiny feet tapping, chest rising with excitement, eyes shining with dreams too bright to contain. He steps forward, he grins, that mischievous grin everyone would later recognize, and suddenly the music hits. And the crowd, they lose their minds, because they aren't just watching talent, they are witnessing destiny unfold. Every night, his voice grew stronger, his timing more precise, his movements more electric. Competitions were becoming victories, victories were becoming opportunities, and opportunities were shaping the greatest performer the world would ever know. He wasn't chasing fame, he was answering fate. Those early performances built the foundation of Michael's genius. They gave him the tools he needed to take over the world: confidence, discipline, showmanship, connection. They turned a childhood dream into a mission that couldn't be stopped. And as we look back now, knowing what he became, knowing how billions would one day sing his songs, copy his moves, wear his style, it's almost surreal to imagine that every moment of magic, started in those tiny community halls and talent stages with squeaky microphones and simple lights. Michael Jackson's childhood wasn't just the beginning of a career, it was the beginning of a cultural transformation, a revolution led by a child. And now I want to bring you into this moment, because this isn't just history, it's inspiration. Think about your own dreams. Imagine standing on that stage yourself, the lights warm on your skin, the audience leaning forward, waiting, hoping, ready to be amazed. What would you do if fear didn't hold you back? How far would you go if you believed, like Michael, that you were born for greatness? Michael's story reminds us that brilliance doesn't wait for permission. It doesn't ask how old you are. It doesn't care where you come from. It only needs you to step up and let it shine. Michael stepped up, and the world was never the same. Thank you for watching this journey back to where it all began. If this inspired you, then I want to hear from you. Because this channel is more than storytelling, it's a community for dreamers. So tell me in the comments, what's one talent or passion you had as a child that you still believe in today? And if you love stories like this, the emotional beginnings, the rise to greatness, the making of legends, make sure you subscribe to the channel right now, because we are just getting started. From the small stages in Gary to the biggest spotlight in history, Michael Jackson's journey proves that greatness doesn't arrive fully formed. It grows, it learns, it fights, and one day, it takes flight. Thanks for being here, thanks for watching. And remember, every superstar begins as a dreamer. Could the next